It is time for an upgrade. I have a benchtop 32 by 16 small caliber CNC machine in my shop. I bought this almost 3 years ago. I have about 2,500, almost 3,000 working hours on this machine for a sub $1,000 machine. This has been a really solid machine for me, and it's gotten me into CNC work that I now find that I really enjoy. The problem is the machine has started to fail. I have far outused its capacity and beat the crap out of this machine. I'm really happy with the service that I've gotten out of it, but I want to buy a much larger machine. Unfortunately, the larger machine I want is on about a 14-week delivery window, and I can't go 14 weeks without a working CNC in my shop. So I found out that foxalien, the company that makes this machine, has a new upgrade for this machine that replaces all the stepper motors and the controller, along with the wiring harness and a lot of the hardware that creates the table itself. It'll make this a much more robust machine, and it'll get me back to work until the new machine that I've purchased can get here and I can get to work on a larger, better, higher end CNC machine. Again, I have nothing bad to say about this machine. This machine has functioned phenomenally well for me. So the machine in question here is the foxalien Masuter Pro. This is the extended version. This is originally a 16 by 16 machine. Now it's about a 32 by 16 machine. The controller box, normally mount it right here. I added a lot of extension wires to it and put it up on the wall. It used to be in a different location where I needed a lot more cable than I need now. So that's kind of become a big nightmare over there of all the extra cable now. Additionally, I use a relay system. When the spindle is powered on by the controller, it hits the relay. The relay turns on my router and my vacuum automatically rather than me having to do that manually. So that's still going to be there. But this controller box has started to fail on me. I've had to solder some of the electronic joints in here multiple times. It's worn. It's been around a while. It's had a lot of use. It's heated up. It's cooled down. It's heated up. It's cooled down. The electronics are starting to fail. The solder joints are starting to go. I use this machine for a lot more than it was ever designed to use it for. So again, no complaints. This is a well-built machine. foxalien's support has been really good since the day I got the machine. No complaints at all. I do use a Makita trim router and the foxalien 40-watt laser that pops off of here with a mount that I created so that I don't have to take the router out to use the laser every time and swap them back and forth. Unfortunately, my Y1 motor on the Y-axis right here now has a couple of dead spots in it, and I have some issues when I'm trying to do a larger CNC. As long as I'm working forward from here, I don't have any problem, but for some reason when it starts getting back, it's starting to fail. It's got some dead spots in it. And the controller doesn't always receive messages properly, and I get errors and it stops, and I have to start the job from the place that it ended. And it's just become unwieldy and unusable at this point. So to keep a machine running in my shop, I did go ahead and purchase the upgrade. The upgrade for this machine takes this to a Nema 23 stepper motor from a Nema 17, which is a huge change in torque and speed. In addition, all of the side plates get replaced with larger, thicker, more robust side plates to handle the additional torque. And the Y-axis plates get replaced with a set of sandwiched Y-axis plates, which gives those wheels a lot more support with the extra torque that's coming also. All of the plates up here also get replaced. The new Nema motor is much bigger, so the plate that it sits on is a more robust plate. The whole assembly gets changed out. The one thing on this machine that is not a wheeled gear is the Z assembly is 2 linear rails that it rides on, and it's been a really solid assembly. It's worked really well as long as I've had it, but it is definitely time to do this upgrade. This is not going to be a small undertaking. There is a lot going on here. So this is the new motors. So two Y-axis motors, the X-axis motor, and the Z-axis motor. These are Nema 23s. These are open loop stepper motors. The connection systems on the new one are a much more robust connection system. All the wiring harness for the other one is just little small plastic connectors. almost like you'd see in an RC aircraft. They're very small, not very robust. This comes with screw-in, nice, tight, good, well-made connectors. The wiring harness is all new wiring harness, all new drag chain. It's a much larger drag chain, which will be nice. Currently on my current drag chain, my air assist tube and my router's power are cable tied to the drag chain in the same configuration so that it drags along. And that works fine, but it'll be nice to have it all inside the drag chain on this. All of the new aluminum plates that come with it. And in addition to all of the aluminum plates, it also comes with a full set of new screw hardware. So you don't even have to reuse all the screws. It's all brand new. While I'm doing this upgrade, I'm also going to change out the wheels on both the X and the Y axis, just because it's a good idea to change those out periodically. They do wear running in the groove on the bar. I generally change them out about once a year. I did it about 8 months ago, but as long as I'm taking the whole machine apart, I'm going to go ahead and change them out again. And I use a little bit more robust of a screw or a wheel on these. Just these don't wear as much as the original rubber ones that come with it. They're just not very robust. I also use an upgraded belt system for mine. These are really nice high-end belts. They're steel reinforced. There's 5 steel wires in here that reinforce these belts, keep them from stretching, keep them from losing tension. These work much better than the little plastic belts that come with the machine. So I change those out generally about every 6 months also. And I've done that recently about 3 months ago, but as long as I'm taking the whole machine apart, I'm going to go ahead and do that too. So like I said, on the current drag chain right now, what I have is my air assist tube and the power cable for the router are both just wire tied on to the 2 drag chains, which makes the chains not quite as flexible, but they do still work, and I've never had any issue with it. So it's been an okay solution, but I am looking forward to being able to put that all inside rather than having it drug along like that. The new chains are much larger than this. And just for a reference, this is a Nema 17. This is a Nema 23. So you can see there's quite a bit of difference in the power of that motor and the strength it's going to have. They are much more powerful in terms of torque and significantly faster. So the speed is going to help a lot with the lasers. The power is going to help a lot with the router. So I'm going to be doing a full upgrade video for this for my YouTube channel at Guilty Gifts, just like my same name that I have here on TikTok. That's at Guilty Gifts. So you'll see that on my YouTube channel within the next couple of days. I'm actually going to get this upgrade started here in real shortly, but thought I'd show off how big of an upgrade it was and how many pieces and parts there are, and give a shout out to Foxalien for coming out with this upgrade and making this so much more robust of a machine. Now, eventually I will probably be reselling this machine with the full upgrade already on it, because I have a Onefinity Elite Journeyman coming, which is a 32-inch by 48-inch machine, much more powerful, closed loop stepper motors, and I'm looking forward to having that much more robust, more industrial machine in my shop. But as far as an entry-level machine, if anybody's looking for entry-level machines, Foxalien makes some really nice machines in the smaller scale. So those are good to take a look at. And in the next 3 to 6 months, I will probably be reselling this machine for a very good price with this major upgrade on it, including the router. So if there's anybody in the woodtok community who's going to be interested in that later on down the road, hit me up. We'll figure something out.